Hello, everyone on YouTube, Facebook, and all other forms of social media where this video will be shared. I do greatly apologize that it took this long to get the monthly product video update out to you guys, but I do want to let you know that I have been working on some wonderful new things, and here are just obviously some little snippets of some wonderful new updates that I have. I have a wonderful new travel insurance supplier available for all of you right away. Faye is very new to me, very wonderful. Their award-winning service is something that I know that if you choose to do travel insurance, you will not regret because they will literally go to every single extent that they can. I had a meeting with them earlier today, actually, and I was very impressed with what I saw. Now, on to a couple of little snippets. And for those of you that use Lyft and Uber, I'm going to speak from both sides of the desk here. If you are with, if you use Lyft, as you may have heard me mention in previous monthly product update videos, the partnership between Lyft and Delta has since been discontinued. That partnership has since moved over to Uber. And all you have to do now is go into your Uber account and go into the rewards section. I'll kind of do it here as I'm on this call with all of you, so that you have an idea. Log into Uber, go into your account section, and then you scroll down until you get to partner rewards, and then you will have the option of turn rides and orders into miles with Delta Airlines, earn Marriott Bonvoy trademark points and status, cash with American Express, so you have multiple ways to earn points. Now, that all being said, obviously be remiss if I did not disclose that you are only able to do one of them in each app. With Uber, I strongly encourage you to do Delta or Marriott Bonvoy, whichever one you use more frequently. Personally, I think it'd be mutually beneficial for you to do Delta because you don't know how many times you're going to be staying at a Marriott hotel, so may prove to be irrelevant. But with Delta, I mean, a lot of us fly Delta, so you have the opportunity to earn miles. And if you are with Lyft, now I recently used this particular feature earlier today as well. If you use Lyft, and if you go into your Hilton Honors rewards, it's the same process as what it is with Lyft. Go into your account, go into rewards programs, and hit Hilton Honors. Key in all of your credentials into Hilton Honors, and then you get the points. I today alone, from a $20 ride with Lyft today, got 63 Hilton Honors rewards points. So it's 3 points for every dollar. And in reality, that adds up really quickly. So, just something to kind of keep in mind. If you want to earn points without having to stay at a Hilton property, then you have that option with Lyft. It's a wonderful program. Love it dearly. Because I love the idea to reap the rewards, which I would think a lot of you would as well. As much as I was hoping to do this from a cruise ship, that is temporarily on hiatus. I'm hoping to be doing it next year. However, one thing I do want to advertise right away and straight up is in the fall 2026, I am going to be going to Cancun, Mexico for a conference. And there's going to be a massive amount of chatter and videos on the channel surrounding this. Because to be completely honest with you, the resort that I'm going to be going to is not Moon Palace. It is a totally different resort that is actually just to the north of Moon Palace. So it's kind of a little ironic in that context. But it's going to be wonderful. I do have some wonderful new things that are coming. I'm also working on some massive improvements to the website. There are really so many great things that are coming. And again, for those of you that I've had the privilege of utilizing this a new portion of my custom design system, you would have or should have noticed that I'm doing now everything through a PDF link. So that way it doesn't matter. When I send you a digital brochure, which I am going to add, I'm working on those right now. Got a couple of little small things to work on the website on that to ensure that everything works out perfectly as it should. Everyone. To make sure that everything works out perfectly as it should, to make sure that the links are accessible to you and everything else. Because with these new digital brochures, I do have to go supplier by supplier to make sure that it's okay. So it does take me a little bit of time to hear back from their legal and their marketing departments. But do note that new brochures are going to be coming in the future. And when they are announced, when they're live, I will be doing videos on them and also adding it to my newsletter. I also have noticed since the last video that I put out, the channel has grown by 2 people. And if the 2 people that have recently subscribed are watching this video, I do want to thank you very, very, very much for your subscription. It means a lot to me as I work to grow this channel to provide you with an insane amount of value, because this is where I post a lot of frequent activity. And for those of you that watch these videos repeatedly, I still watch the analytics very closely, and I still see that a lot of you are not subscribed. So please do subscribe to the channel. Now, one thing to note that I recently found out prior to doing this video, and even since the last little short video I did, Royal Caribbean has a brand new ship coming called Legend of the Seas. At this time, it is slated to begin sailing in what sounds like to be the summer of 2027. Yes, even though Star of the Seas, the largest cruise ship in the world, just unveiled. For anybody that knows Royal Caribbean, you know they like to push the boundaries of what's possible. And their ships keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I don't exactly have a lot of information on Legend of the Seas right now, but there are multiple ships on order with Royal Caribbean, which right now I have very limited information on. But do know that when I have that information, that will be provided to you. again, I want to thank. Oh, and also on a particular side note, on a very, very particular side note for all of you, I do have an update at this time on the new Moon Palace Resort coming to Punta Cana. Find something here really quickly. I do apologize, everybody. As you all know, usually I have this information ready on hand. So I did receive word that this resort is slated to be open by April of next year. Now, it's kind of one thing to note here, and I may have mentioned this in previous videos, but I'm still going to re-reference it just for clarification and reiteration purposes. This resort is going to be open in 2 phases. So this resort entirely is 2,700 rooms. The first opening is going to be the 2,100 rooms. What sounds like 3 to 6 months down that pipeline is when they're going to open up the remaining 600. This is one of the 3 resorts that Palace Resorts has forthcoming in the future. I did reference a while back to those of you about Palace's expansion of their Jamaican product, and they are going to be expanding to Montego Bay. They have officially broken ground on the resort. At this time, it sounds like it is going to be sometime in 2027. We're very optimistic I am to that. But all I have is just the year 2027. I don't have a month or a date at this point. But do know that the Montego Bay property is definitely going to be coming. And from what I have seen, from what I've heard with the grapevine, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful expansion of their products in Jamaica. So I cannot wait to share more information about that with all of you. As always, I do want to thank everybody for your time. I do apologize for not getting this video out to you sooner. I hope to have more information for you next month. As always, please do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's very greatly appreciated. Have a great day, night, evening, afternoon, wherever you watch this from. Until next month.